So hello guys, welcome to this second part of this video. So here I'm just going to be showing us how to retrieve our blob file and how we can save it back to our directory known as system. So here I'm just going to run us through the code and not to waste our time because this is a little bit tricky. So here this is the first function actually. So here we define a connection function. So in order for us to run this a couple of times, in order not to be creating a connection every time we run this, because we are going to be closing every connection in order to miss the port available for any other application we want to use on our system. So this function over here to create connection and then create connection to the database for us to execute cursor statement freely, connection SQL statement freely actually. So here we are using this format to write files to binary. This is save the format. This saves files into this save our blob file into directory, and then this save data passes actually. Since we haven't used it here, so it's just for a button not to be empty over here. So we need this actually. So and then this read blob file, read it from the database. We run this connection to allow us to run this thing over here. So we run this statement over here. This means we select the ID column from the database which correlates to this ID number. So passing the ID number as we created an empty entry widget for that. So here we're using the cursor to execute the statements, and then we fetching the record of everything. So we need the second and the third actually, which contains the photo and the bio data. So next we using our ask open directory to ask where we want to save our file, and then after we get the file name, we define the file name actually if we want to save it. So after we get the file name and the txt name we want to use to save our file, we retrieve this from the database, and then if there's an alpha, if this has already been set, this is the photo name and the bio data name which is in set, and then we write to this directory actually, and then write it to the file in the directory we set. And then also we are using this tkinter, this pillow image which opens by bytes file converted from the database. So after that, it opens the bio image actually, only image alone, and then we are using the custom tkinter ttk to define the image, so we define the image, the light image. It takes the parameter dark and the light. So this basically the same, so we are going to need them both, and then we define the size of the image we want to use for. So here the size, this is the size the image will take up to, and then we are using the label to pack it, and then we use the configure to make sure, using the configure to define this into this as the image. So after that we are using this to undo any error. If there's any error, we use this here, and then finally close the connection in order to avoid any issue. So in order to avoid any port open connection issue, so after that we define it as connection is closed, and then here is the tkinter GUI. We define the window roots using 60k. 60k is just the custom tkinter, new custom tkinter GUI library out there. So it's absolutely fancy, you can try it out actually. So then here we define the button which read and save data. So since we've already covered the save data part in the first part, please you can go over and check it out. I have the description below. So here I'm going to rename the file on my GitHub page so you guys don't have any error with this. So here is how to save it into the directory. into the database actually, sorry guys, and here is how to retrieve it. So here we save the data, and then we are reading it with this second button over here, and then we pass it has here, and then we pack the button, the custom tkinter entry widget here to get the ID, to get the ID of the image we want to retrieve from the database. So and here's the first label, which handles the text right over here. Yeah, this is the text, we just define it also, so we don't need it actually. So, this doesn't need to be there. Yeah, it needs to actually, this is the first this is the label, that's, we don't need a second actually. So this is the label we are using to display the image. We need this, so we need to keep this, and then we run the main loop in order to make it run over and over again. So here if we run this now, and then we pass in the ID name of the image we want to retrieve. So in the last video I only insert 2 images into the database, so I'm going to retrieve the first one actually. So here if I click read from database, it's going to ask me which file name I wanted to use to save the image. So I'm gonna say polo shirt, polo. So it need an extension also, make sure you add an extension to it. It's going to be polo.jpg. I'm saving it with that, and also it's going to ask me for the text file also. I'm going to say polo.txt file, txt, don't forget that extension. So I'm going to save it. So very good. So here, this is my face. So here, this is the one that I used to save it first, at the first image. And then guys, thank you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. So I'm just trying my best to keep up. Sorry guys for any explanation issue I had over here. So if you have any comment, any question, feel free to drop it in the comment section. I'll surely reply you. Thanks guys, and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.